family. Bear with me, bear with me. I gotta get everything set up. Everything gotta get set up. You can hear love? So also you can hear me clear. I can everybody just bear with me real quick. Real quick, real quick, real quick. I just gotta set this up. I gotta set this up before everybody join. My daughter is in the background. She is kind of upset. She ready. My daughter is ready, ready. Right? Please bear with me, y'all. TJ, just bring her in here, please. Please. Yeah, you kind of taking a little long. Yo, my daughter be bugging, man. Yo, please give me that charger for my laptop, please. I'm just setting up everything, everybody. Let me just set up everything real quick. If anybody is on my Facebook, you can definitely go. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it on the comment section. You can definitely go. The YouTube is 716 Israelites. This is the YouTube. The YouTube channel is on the screen. I put this on here just so everybody can know. The YouTube, I put the scriptures on the screen so you can actually see it, right? On the screen, so we about to start in a few seconds, family. Like I said, if you looking at the on the YouTube or Facebook, you can drop precepts and you can ask questions if you desire. Lord willing, everything can be answered. Yep. Okay. So, shalom to everybody that's on the Facebook and the YouTube. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. Right? I want to give double honors for the elders that have been paving the way. Definitely, the Lord been moving. However He made this happen, all the way from slavery, all the way from Abba Bibbins on down, going into the One West camp, school, and then eventually, sprouted out into different congregations. Mighty shalom to those elders, and definitely to the elders in Great Millstone, starting with Elder Tahara on down, that have been teaching us since our milk, the parables, the dark sayings, pushing 100% of the Lord's prophecies to the best of their ability. For the young soldiers in these other congregations that's ruling well through the Spirit, whoever the hopeful elect is, man, brothers, please, Lord, willing through the power of Yahweh Shemashai, continue to endure and to continue to put your foot on the gas. The Lord enabled us because He's seen that we were faithful. Regardless, whatever title you have, whatever congregation, whatever you got, uh, may the spirit be with you. Like Star Wars, may the force be with you. This title, because a lot of brothers and sisters, right? We've been attacked, let alone we've been attacked since we've been living on this earth. We've been attacked, we've been attacked, we've been attacked, we've been attacked. Um, and most of the time, being attacked, being attacked, we were attacked off of our own actions, our own thoughts. Um, a lot of us, no, eat that down here. A lot of us um, been devouring wickedness or consuming wickedness, having a heart on wickedness. And the Lord allowed the left hand side to ponder in your heart wickedness, wickedness, and then you cleave and you actually stay on it. A lot of us don't know we're actually fighting a battle between life and death, between curses and blessings. A lot of the Black Latinos and Native brothers and sisters that's in the world, they don't want to inherit blessings. They don't even want to know truth, right? Because we understand that the in Saint John, the Lord tell us, the truth shall set me free, right? I think we're gonna actually go to that. We're gonna actually go to that. I believe it's Matthew. I think we go into the 8th chapter, but we're gonna find out. I think it's the 8th chapter, right? Like I said, the YouTube is 716 Israelites. I pinged it right on the comment section. I know a lot of people on YouTube can hear me clear because of the mics, right? Here we go. It says, this is St. John, the 8th chapter, verse 32. And ye shall know truth shall make you free, right? And if you've seen the video I just made on YouTube and Facebook, uh, the truth would be as many things in the Bible that we set us free and we've been living day to day. Is we really saying that we've been living a lie? Yes. It's mystery because it's wrapped around. See it in the KJV in NLT, because I want it to be straight and direct for the people that's listening and watching. So 2 Corinthians the 4th chapter verse 4, it says, "In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of God, should shine unto them." Right? Day in and day out, the light, that glorious light of Hamashiach Yahushai should be shining upon us. But the God of this world, that God right there is a lowercase g. That goes into deities, or let alone that's a lowercase g, right? Let's actually go into, what the heck? Let's make sure, right? Let's make God true and every man a liar, right? So the word God in this verse,
Strong's G 2316. Theos. Theos.
So this is Theos. Turn on that light and that light for me, King, please. So it's Theos. The outline of biblical translation, the outline of biblical usage, a god or goddess, a general name of deity, divinities, a godhead, Trinity, God the Father, the first person in the Trinity, Christ, the second person of the Trinity, Holy Spirit, the third person in the Trinity, spoken of the only and true God, refers to the things of God his counsels, interests, things due to him, whatever can in any respect be likened unto God or resemble him in a way. God's representative or vice regent or magistrates and judges. Right. The first one was kind of on point. A god or goddess, a general name of dignity or divinity, right? And when we look in this at this verse, and you look at it in another translation, you see that that word is it depicts and goes somewhere else, right? Uh, when you even go to the CSB, it say in their case, the God of this age has blinded the minds of the unbelievers. The gods of this age. So that means we have to follow the time we're in. We're in modern time. So that God can be a Lord and it could be a king, right? Let's go to the NLT, right? The NLT say Satan. See that God, right? And Satan is a deity, right? The left hand side of the Most High, they are deities, right? Satan, who is the God of this world, the world has to be in control. We already say, we're not we, the Lord, and he spoke through the prophet Ezra, right? Second Ezra 6 and 9, it tells you Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning. So whoever is ruling the world, he is the end of that world. He's the ruler. Every ruler has a time, a season, and a time to rule, right? Who is the God of this world? So Satan is the deity of this world. He is that power of this world. Has blind the minds of those who don't believe, basically who don't believe in Hamashiach Yahushai. They are unable to see the glorious light of the good news. And Hamashiach Yahushai is that light. He is that shining light that shines forevermore, right? He is the good news, and he spoke of that beautiful good news, the same one he reflected on what Isaiah said. They don't understand this message about the glory of Hamashiach, who is the exact likeness of the Most High. Christ Christ is the same likeness. He comes in the reflection. He comes in the image of the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai. And as a man, the Lord has his image too in the heavens on his throne, right? You go to the book of Daniel. He looks like glory. This is a man, you can't even look at this man face to face because he's so bright. But Amashiach Yahushai is that Lord. He's going to be that God, and he's going to be the king on this earth, right? And all Israel is kings, gods, right? Get you something to drink, King. You understand? So we seen 2 Corinthians 4:4, but let's go to Revelations, right? Because we want to make sure we understand that the devil has a short period of time, right? And this is why he's in rulership. Your adversary is not just chilling and relaxing. This man is making game plans. When you watch football, basketball, before they play a game, they come up with a game plan. UFC, it's a game plan. When you go to sleep and you wake up, you have a plan on what you're going to do that day or through the week or when you go on a vacation, right? This is Revelations, the 12th chapter, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, woe means destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, right, from his estate, right, his position. He has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, right? And even when you go in scriptures, you understand that every king has a short time to rule, right? Let me see if I can get that because I know I'm paraphrasing. Um, like I said, if y'all have any precepts, you definitely can drop them down. I don't think this is the one I really wanted. Has made us unto our gods and our praise. We shall reign on earth. Nope, that's not it. I know Daniel 2:21 is one, but Well, I guess I'll just go to this one until the one that I really want pops up. Is it this one? No. Yeah. I'm gonna just go to Daniel 2:21 then. It's another one. I just can't think of it. It's another one. I forgot the book and the chapter. I just know what it said. So this is Daniel, the second chapter, verse 21. It says, He changeth the times and the seasons. So if the Lord is changing the times and the seasons, He removeth kings and set up kings. So the Lord is showing you if He changed the seasons and the times, He set up and removed kings. Right? You have to understand the Lord set up and remove kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. Right? And any man and any woman, you want to really be dwelling with wisdom, right? If you're not dwelling with wisdom, how are you going to know the mystery and the deep things? How are you going to know that the Lord changes the times and the seasons? How are you going to know the Lord remove and set up kings, right? Verse 22, He removeth the deep and secret thing. No, He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth within Him, right? And the Lord said He will do nothing but reveal His secrets unto the prophets. Verse 22, He revealeth the deep. How do He reveal it? Through His prophets. So the prophets is going to go through the dark sayings into the prophecies. And it's so deep because some of these scriptures might go over brothers' heads. It might hit them like a whirlwind, right? Like this in particular, this chapter, these verses, Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 16. These is like something deep. These is something secretive, right? Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 16. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is something deep. I'm not just going to read and say, oh man, I mean, it's plain. You're going to receive a mark. When I think of a mark, I'm going to play. If you fall, you get a mark. I get a tattoo, I'm going to get a mark. I'm thinking of something physical. Moses had to put his arm in his bosom to get a physical mark. Miriam, Moses' sister, she did what she did. The Lord put a mark on her. Why? The Lord told Canaan, He told the people nobody touch Canaan, right? But Canaan looked the way he looked. That was a physical mark, right? I'm just showing this as a mystery. This lesson is not going into that, but I'm not going to lie to you. The devil has a short period of time. The devil is trying to create many things to deceive you, to distract you, lie, and destroy and kill you. So let's see. This is Mark right here. Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 16. You see the word Mark. Right over here, it says charagma. I'm just showing you what it say right here. And I'm just saying the deeper things, the secret things.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Charagma, right? Outline biblical usage. Even when you look at the translates to Strong's, mark 8 times, graven 1 time, graven. Okay, the biblical usage, a stamp, and I'm gonna show a print. I'm just saying, what did we bring out first? Well, we brought out scriptures. We dealt with John 8. You know, right? The truth shall set me free. These things that understand the mystery of the scriptures and get in truth. These are the things you want. You want the truth to set you free from mind blockage. You want to prepare yourself. So that means you have to break up and break down lies, right? Caragua is a stamp, an imprinted mark, which I am going to show different pictures of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. So this is a mark on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of followers. Like we already see in Exodus 9 and 4, the Lord always mark his elect, right? Because when you go into the book of Acts, that damn unclean spirit knew who Paul and the followers of Hamashiach Yahushua really was. But these vagabonds, that damn unclean spirit said, I don't know you, right? So you have to understand, we're marked through the spirit who really follow Hamashiach Yahushai. But when we talk about this revelation, this is an actual physical mark. It says the mark branded upon horses. And when horses got branded, that's physical. You can go into the zoo, it's animals that got a mark on them, or they got a stamp, or something to know where they that you've been bought or something. They got a trademark right on their damn ear. Things carved, sculpture, graven work, just like near Martin Luther King Park, they got a King David out butt naked with his dang wee wee out. That's a sculpture. That's graven work of adulterous image, right? When you go in Strong's definition, it say a scratch, itching, a stamp, a badge of servitude. Duh, 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 duh. Let's see if they can give us something. I said Facebook, YouTube is gonna have all these images. We're gonna say slaves because it says servitude, right? See this one, the hand mark. This one, look, this brother, what we call it, emancipation. You know, that's being branded too. A mark. That's all it is. Just a mark. Look, slave branding. Look, that's a barcode. He getting it right here. This sister getting it right there. Look at this. This right here, I think this is from, yep, this is, I'm about to watch this tonight. I advise a lot of brothers and sisters to watch this second episode. This is Spartacus dealing with Rome, right? A lot of Rome traditions. It's kind of, their punishment was a little freaky. It was freaky, like slave planet, like Rome. They was into that bondage shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? Look at this slave brother right here, branded. You getting beat on your back. That's branded. These is branded, branding, right? Getting tattoos, branded, branded. Hey, if you don't agree that tattoo slave markings, look at that right there on this damn nigga forehead. If you don't think this is branded, the mark of the beast is not a branded charagma, man, just throw up a con. Say I agree. I don't think the mark of the beast is a physical. You just got to be honest with each other. If it's not physical, then what is it? This is mystery right here. I'm just showing that. YouTube can't see the screen. Huh? YouTube can't see the screen. Oh shoot. Yo, YouTube, I'm so sorry. I got so excited in this. I'm over here telling you about sharing the screen, and I ain't even share y'all one verse. I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. I'm just so excited. So now I'm gonna re-go over this verse again, right? And I'm so sorry for anybody that was watching and you like, yo, this man ain't showing nothing. He's a liar. Please forgive me, right? So Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 16. It says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Shalom, shalom, elder, shalom, king, right? Man, shalom again. It's an elder right there. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So I brought out a scripture earlier about mysteries, and these go into the mysteries. This goes into the secrets, right? And the devil don't want you to know. He wants you to be distracted. And let alone is spirits out here that say they're in the truth, and they want, of course, they want to go against it because some prophecies the Lord didn't give the information to some brothers. So some brothers might say this mark of the beast is spiritual. I'm just saying, me, I do not see the mark being spiritual. Now I'm going to show getting definitions, getting the homology of words is very important, especially when it comes to scriptures. But I just want to show you when both of these scriptures, verse 16 and 17 in different translations, how it's still going to show you physically how am I going to buy with sin? How can I buy and sell spiritually, right? And this is what a lot of brothers is saying. This is what brothers and sisters might believe, right? Each his own, right? But for me and my household, we see it as the mark of the beast, right? We see what the elders in Great Millstone is bringing out. We see what some brothers and sisters that might follow that understanding, right? Verse 16, again in the New Living Translation, it says, He required everyone, small, great, rich, and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on their right hand. It says to be given. 17, and no one could buy or sell anything without the mark. It said you couldn't buy or sell anything without the mark. So if how can I buy and sell if it's sin? How Esau gonna know that I'm sinning? If it's spiritual, how can I buy and sell spiritual? How? And if it was sin, that means we all got the mark already. If it is spiritually, and we say we moving in the spirit, I need help. Does that mean we already got the mark then? No one could buy and sell anything without the mark. So that means they're going to be looking the same way. When you go into some of these buildings, they make you to scan your face to see if you got a headache or a fever, if your temperature too high. He got COVID. So that means they're going to be searching. Do I think the jab got to do with the mark? Well, symbolically, I would say the jab does. Symbolically, because you're inserting the whatever is in that jab, that bullshit, you're inserting it in you, right? It might you might not be branded with it, but when you really look at it, some people I know, they kind of were branded by it, because if you can put it in you or your arm, however it work, and you could put a phone or something magnetic on your arm and a stick, you've been technically branded. Because how can somebody know you took the shot? Unless you have a brand or a tattoo, or if you got that dumb and it stick on your arm, right? But I won't technically say, hey, that is it, but it kind of is ushering it in, because you have to insert the vaccine in you, and you still relying on Esau in order to get a job, in order to buy and sell. I couldn't go into certain stores if I didn't have a mask on, right? You go to City Hall, hey, if you ain't got a mask, you can't get in. Some places, if you want to get a job, especially CNA, the white butt, you would have to take that shot. You would have to take that shot if you want to be in CNA, just certain jobs, right? So I would say in certain ways, but I wouldn't say technically it is, right? But that's a good question, though, says. The CSB, it says, and it makes everyone small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on his right hand or forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark. It just said it again. So unless you have the mark, you can't buy or sell. Me personally, that is something deep. It's a mystery, and I need to understand that. I need to be able to see it. I need to get it, because for some reason I'm not seeing that. If it's not physical, then what is it? And you don't want to really be out here. I don't want to be out here just lying. I damn sure don't want to be out here lying to my family. This is my family over here. You know what I'm saying? This is my family, and I got a lot going on. So if I'm over here teaching them some shabba dabba doo doo, we're gonna have to figure something out. Because then that means I'm leading them into a burning bush, just like Martin Luther King. Man, we might as well all just jump off of a cliff, like The Happening, right? So charagma, for the brothers and sisters that's on YouTube, looking at the verse, the biblical usage, a stamp, an imprint mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or right hand, badge of the followers of the Antichrist. And it said, if you do not have this mark, you won't be able to buy or sell. It says you won't be able to buy and sell without this mark. So show me what device do Esau have to know if you're in the spirit? What device do Esau have to know if you're sinning? We're talking about what we use when we go to camp or sit down or clubhouse. What is sin? How are they gonna know we're sinning? Well, I'm gonna just wear a Jesus piece, huh? So then we went to this because I mark a stamp. So I showed branded because this is what it said. Stamp as a badge of servitude. Okay. Let's go to stamp because I didn't see branded. So let's go to stamp because I don't want brothers. Oh, brothers is putting in words. Okay. Look at this one. It's a stamp, but stamp still goes into branded, being branded. Look at her. Black then branding slaves. She was branded. Yeah, that's mine right there. Look, branded, branded, branded. You're gonna keep going. Look, that brother in Spartacus getting branded. This is branded devices. Don't you know you get a passport when you mark it up, you're branding it. Look, he getting ready to get branded, right? We talking about Juneteenth, branded. Niggas was getting branded out here, branded, right? Let's see another word. Mm, imprint, imprint. Let's do this one again. Imprint. They even showing the tomb. An imprint is you writing on something. Imprint is you getting branded. This is a video I just did. It's not really a video I technically did, but it's a little semi-learning video. So if you're not, like I said, Facebook, I'm gonna just show it on YouTube, right? Show it off my YouTube. Adar Gabar is my main my YouTube. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai, John, and life. I just want to get to where the video get to where it's getting 80 million. Full effect on why you. The Roman Empire went from continent to continent, killing off all the indigenous people. They killed over 80 million people to bring Christianity around the world. Christianity was not spread by love and light. It was spread by torture, rape, killing, and murder and theft. Okay? That's a fact. Look it up. You ever seen some of the weapons they use? Oh my God, the torture weapons are crazy. The Pope's spear. It was this thing shaped like this. They would put it inside of a woman's vagina, and then it would be spring loaded. It would explode inside the vagina. They had this other thing that looked like a pyramid with a spire on top, sharp spire, and they would tie a guy up like this and reel him all the way up in a tree, and then bring him down on top of the thing, let it go up into his anus until he died. I mean, all these crazy, and they have these things in museums in Italy. You can go to Italy and look at this in museums in Italy. You can go to Italy and look at these crazy tools of murder in Italy. And so then you have the American Holocaust, where they came from Spain and all over Europe, UK area, but wouldn't call it UK back then. They came here and they killed over 111 million indigenous natives in the Americas. And so that's the American Holocaust. And I had a video on this. I went down every single war against the indigenous tribes, and every single war, every single year, over 70 years, 111 million killed for over 700. Oh, that's crazy because you see when you go. So, and it's another video I just watched, right? You see how they was in Rome. They slick. They doing some weird, nasty stuff over there. But let's see. And we was just doing Revelations, right? It's something else that I had seen, and this was edifying too. You know what I'm saying? And everything I'm just showing is just laying me right back into the devil. Goes right back to the devil, man. So this was
show of Roman customs, Roman traditions, the Roman attire, the Roman laws, the punishments, how the Roman Empire did what they did. And I'm rewatching the show, and episode two.
And I just said that this is a show. It's called Spartacus, and they brand the slaves that's fighting in the gladiators, whatever the heck it is, right? And it's the people fighting in the gladiators that get branded slaves. When you look at, and this is even more for you celebrities, when they promoted COVID, just like the sister said, I would say yes about COVID being one of those things that initiate the mark, but it's not it. You see, they promote the celebrities. You even had Juvenile make a song, and I think it was promoting Black Lives Matter or it was the vaccine, right? And they'll use celebrities. Yo, go get that shot. You'll have basketball players getting that shot, right? In the music industry, sport industry, our adversaries is going to promote these things, and a lot of us is going to go get it. If the mark of the beast, you don't accept it, you don't believe what it is, I see it physical, you don't see that, guess what? It's gonna be, they're gonna use celebrities. A lot of us, a lot of brothers that's in this truth really going to the highways and byways. I know some brothers that's 10 toes down. They didn't go get that vaccine. It might be some that probably did, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of us didn't go get that vaccine. And they're gonna usher that in, right? And a lot of us is going to get it. This man right here, he was getting that branded. Nelson said, "Can you break down Matthew 5:32?" Also, Shalom. I just showed that clip. Lord willing, if you want to go see this whole video, you can see the title right there. If not, hey, that's perfectly fine with me. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly fine. I'm just saying it's getting real, Israel. This lesson is not dealing with Revelations, the 13th chapter. I just had to show mysteries, and for me, like I said, regardless if you ask me, I definitely 5,000, a trillion with baby stepping on it. The mark of the beast is physical. You can't get me to change my mind. I just had to because I've been seeing so much. It's even more, right? So brother said, and look, I'm glad the brother comment on the live and said, hey, I got a question, and it might not deal with the topic, but for you to ask a question, I definitely desire it. So you want Matthew 5:32, where it says, but I say outside at 31, and it have been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement, right? And he's right there, and then this is really about to go into the law, right? But I say unto you that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication that goes into, I'm gonna just show you, what that fornication go into. And I know men use this, and they'll think another wife or whatever the heck they think is fornication. Let's just go right into it. Biblical usage. uh Illicit sexual intercourse, adultery. What's adultery? A woman that lays with another man, she got a husband, or a man that lays with another man's wife. Fornication. When you go into fornication, it still deals with a sinful sexual thing, same sex or incest, right? When you go into Google, when you get the regular Esau definition, is going to give you, and I'll even show you. I'm not afraid to show facts. I'm not afraid to show facts. Sometimes it's nothing wrong with getting corrected when you say something wrong. I'm fine with that. Dang, you feel me? I got a whole nother precept in my mind. What the heck I'm about to show you? Oh yeah, dang, I had something else in my head. Because everybody understanding it so far. This is another thing. I know some brothers be like, "Oh man, this is going off topic." I want brothers to know I did bring out John, the 8th chapter, when it say the true self set you free. So for this brother to ask this question, or anybody ask a question, It just proves that that Yahweh Shema Shai was right, because a lot of us will look at certain scriptures or words and look at it wrong and not know, right? To Google's definition, fornication means sexual intercourse between people not married to each other. That's fornication. But a lot of us brothers, what we see in scriptures, consummation finalized the marriage. Doing a ceremony, signing a contract, that don't finalize it. That don't make it, yep, that's your wife. Sorry, excuse me, women and men, fucking do. Fucking makes it finalized. So if we was talking about Bible, and brothers is just having sex with an Israelite woman and not wifing her, yeah, that brother is going off. You know what I'm saying? That brother is going off. But that's not, you don't see lust. Fornication, even the similar words to fornication is not lust. It's adultery or infidelity. And Esau is kind of not wrong, right? Intercourse between people who are not married to each other. If we say we about to have sex and we not married, but when we do have sex, which I'm gonna go to the word consummation, it finalized. Adultery, volunteering sexual intercourse between a person who is not his or her spouse, let alone it says who is not his. So if a man lays with a woman that's not his, that's adultery. Her spouse, basically, if a woman lay with another man and she has a husband, that's off. But a man laying with another woman that's single, that is not fornication, right? What was the other word I said I was gonna look at? What's the other word I said I was gonna look at? Fornication. What was it? Lust. I forgot. I might be so ready to give somebody an answer, man. Lust. Lust just mean a very strong sexual desire, right? Or a very strong sexual desire for somebody. And lust can mean to have a desire for somebody. It's not, lust don't always mean sex. It can mean you have a desire. Oh, I want her, right? Desire, a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. I wanted Miss Gabar, or I wanted Miss Adar, right? Me wanting her, dang, man, I like her spirit. I like, man, I gotta have her as my rib. I'm desiring her. I would be lusting after her. But now if I have, I have a drink in me or something, I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna lie. No, you're right there. She looking a little, yeah. I think I might want to, I might desire her in a sexual act. Yes, if she is married, that is wrong. Now, even if she's single, the same fact of us imagining, that's totally going off, because we imagine her naked, we undressing her. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? But in this time, a lot of us don't know. If we just daydreaming about a girl, we don't even know if she has a man or not, right? So I'm just showing you that definition. Back to fornication, it means homosexuality, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, sexual intercourse with close relatives, sexual intercourse with a divorced man or woman, right? I don't know. That when they say divorced man, is like, say when a man, uh, with the scripture going into, a man put away his wife to get another, right? For basically a sexual desire, he would be committing a sin, and guess what? He would be adulterer off of that. I can't just put my wife off just to have sex with a girl, or just put her away just for no reason. Metaphor, the worship of idols. That's another way of fornication. The worship of idols. I call it spiritual fornication. Of the defilement of idolatry, right? Incurred by eating the sacrifices offered to idols. That's another way of fornication, right? Fornication, you can definitely commit not a sexual intercourse, but a spiritual intercourse with other beliefs when you start laying into their situations, right? Into their philosophies, right? The Strong's definition for fornication, harlotry, including adultery or incest. So if any brother think that this verse is talking about a brother having multiple wives or anything, not saying the brother that asked this is thinking that. I'm just saying because I know people brought this up on that case. It says, cause of her to commit adultery, and whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committed adultery. So that explained the whole thing. So whoever puts away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, say this brother put his wife away and he did it to commit adultery, to lay with another man's wife. Say this brother put his wife away to commit a homosexual act, right? That's fornication. Say this man put his wife away to go lay with a close relative or incest, his daughter-in-law, right? Or she lay with her son-in-law, right? That would be fornication, right? A sinful act. Fornication is a sinful act, right? A sinful act. A man getting another wife is not a sinful act. If he got her, he's not a sinful act. But if she was another man, that is a sinful act. So, and if a man, um, he put her away, he causes her to commit adultery. Because look in the time we in now, any woman that is single from a man, eventually, I'm lonely. Oh, I wish I can cuddle. Oh, it's raining. It's a snowstorm. This would be the night to cuddle. Oh, I'm horny. Or I wish this man was rubbing my cheeks. A woman is gonna get on her feelings. She's gonna want a man. She's gonna commit adultery laying with another man, even though you put her away. But whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committed adultery. So whosoever marry this woman that is so-called divorced, they committed adultery. And that's all on the husband fault. The husband fault. He just put her away just for fornication, saving for the cause of fornication. He only put her away just for fornication. And say this girl, oh, he want to fuck around. Well, I'm about to fuck. She committed adultery. She's an adulteress and he's an adulterer. That's what it goes into, brother. Lord willing, Lord willing, that was edifying to you. Lord willing, you got it, right? And when you look at verse 33, it switches. Again, ye have heard that it have been said. He said, ye have heard. This is Matthew, the first book in the gospel. So what is he talking about? You have heard it. He's talking about in the Old Testament. It's 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. Me, you, your mama, your great grandmother was supposed to follow until the day Hamashiach Yahushai come to the best of our ability. In adultery, when people say, oh, this brother committed adultery, and they say, oh, I don't follow Moses' laws. I follow Yahweh. I follow Christ. I'm just using that because you want to use it. His real name is Hamashiach. Y'all don't want to follow the laws that Moses and Hamashiach said, but you want to throw away what Moses said and just Hamash Christ. At the end of the day, anything Moses or Yahweh spoke of, it was spoken of Abba Yahweh, right? When you throw away what this brother said, you throwing away what the Lord said. The Lord ordained it. So when you talk about adultery, the Lord said it first with Moses. Talking about eating pork, lots of crab and shrimp, he said that before Paul. He said it before Yahweh Shai. So when you want to insert some right, oh, you can eat anything, you taking away the power and glory of Mashiach Yahweh Shai not committing sin. That hey, because they don't really speak about pork in the New Testament, but they really say anything could be edible. You basically just made that Yahweh Shai was eating a baconator. I'm not about to do that. First Kings chapter 19, verse 10, Elijah said, I am jealous for Yahweh. I am jealous for the Lord. I'm jealous for the Lord that brothers want to keep on sitting and say, God, God, God. Man, you need to stop saying his name and you don't even know what he will require for you to do, right? So this is something before. Ye have heard that it have been said by them of old time. Romans even tell you, anything written aforetime was for your learning. Thou shalt not forwear thyself, but shalt perform unto Yahweh thy oaths. The oaths that the Lord had put upon us, me and you supposed to perform those oaths, those law, statutes, and commandments. But at the end of the day, Brother Nelson, Lord willing, you understood that, right? Lord willing, right? Let's go back into this real quick. We're talking about the deep things, right? The mysteries. and going into knowing that Satan, a lot of us don't believe Satan is real and he's working. You have to know anything on the left hand side is right in front of you, right? This is Ephesians the 6th chapter, verse 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places." You have to know you're fighting a battle with things that you might not be able to see. You're fighting with things that you can see. The left hand side is working through the flesh and in the spirit and the mind. It's trying to reflect on what the Lord told him to do. Anything of the spirit realm that the Lord ordained is his goal. He allowed it to usher in. And whatever you have in your heart, Jeremiah the 17th, these spirits is going to cleave to it. You dealing with lust, those spirits will make more lustful things out here, right? If you want to deal with richness and all of this other stuff, he's gonna make sure. Oh, look at this man with all the chains, the jewelry. You can have it too for free. All you got to do this. His sister's really out here dressing up half naked. What do you think that is? That's a power on the left hand side in dark places. Anything on the right hand side gonna tell you to cover that ass up. But you got new shows in Buffalo and other cities like Bad Girls Club, where women they doing their thing and they trying to build up their platforms, their clout. But half of these women naked, these women being clamorous, these women going on this damn TV show fighting, and they're gonna bring attention to the TV show, bring views, make money. But guess what? You're just gonna be known as a female that's fighting. We're really fighting against principalities in high places. Only demons and devils on the left hand side is gonna promote negativity. It's niggas out here owning stuff. It's brothers really giving out to the community, but they'll keep showing. I just watched a YouTube video, man. And every nigga, every brother, and they mama. Let me see if this is it. Is this the video? I'm gonna show you. And I'm all about because I know Israel, they like visuals. And I can talk all this good, yum, 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 yippity, yippity, yang, yang. But let's go in here and see if we can see Israel. This is what Israel do. This is all we hear in Israel's music all freaking day. Let's see what Esau freaking doing about it. He ain't doing a damn nickel. COD, not it don't mean Call of Duty. COD mean cause of death. And let's see if we see an Edomite or another nation. Let him for 100 rounds in the hallway. Shoot my shot, hit him with a ball face. She's gonna fuck a nigga on the first day. She's got surgery. It say on the screen, I know it got that blue thing right here, but it say on the screen, let me see if I can get off of it. Okay, it say on the screen, Goonie was well known and unique rapper from Forest Creek who was shot and killed after being robbed on March 18th. Whoa, this man talking about killing the op, and guess what? It turned around and killed him. And I'm sorry, he's trash. Now put that shit in his face. Remember Taz Van told me, I keep it pushing with my back to the wind. Now let me hear it, amen. I'm with my niggas, we be laughing at them. They go. This man, Coke Boy, he named himself Coke Boy. Coke Boy flipped, and he got killed in March. Trust they will not win. They shouldn't go against him. And truth be told, I'm a motherfucking Coke Boy. This man exalted, he a Coke Boy. I'm tight. I was selling drugs. And I know y'all know him. I mean, Lord willing, y'all do. But Snooty Wild was well known. He was known. I knew his music. Popular, and he was a Memphis rapper who was shot and killed February 26th. He was 36 years old. She gon'
choke. Moby Dick, there she roll, there she goes. Straight on the track, flying on the back, make every step. While you popping on that jiggy shit. I just put your rent up on this pole and it's 50 feet. I just pop this chicken now, moan, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. You know, stay popping jiggy shit.
The beat fire, and of course we Jake, we the salt of the earth. If you on Facebook, you could see me on YouTube too. I'm bopping to it because of the beat is hard, man. And of course they delivering it because we the salt of the earth. But at the end of the day, I'm a killer op. Every op they always say is always a nigga. They ain't saying nothing about no Esau. When you say op, we talking about niggas that did you wrong, niggas that's plotting on you. Esau did all of that. But all these brothers, I know they ain't talking about Esau. They talking about their own people. This man Earl Swavey was a popular upcoming LA rapper, and I know some brothers that's in the truth in LA, who was shot and killed on January 10th during a Warhouse shooting. That nigga was rapping about what he wanted. That nigga wanted to die that way.
Hey, 50 with this Glock, I hit many men.
50 in the Glock, I shoot many men, and I bet you those is Jake. It's no education, man. That goes to Ecclesiastes 7:5, I believe, man. Rather hear the rebuke of the wise than the songs of fools. Yo, and this is how you know the devil works. The devil works. This is another way to show you we fight against principalities and high places. If you watch my video that I did about Crazy Bones, he'll show you that these damn foo-foos was trying to make private banks, man. And this is why they want violence to be shown. The devil is a man. Whoa. That man doing more than a moonwalk.
If you want to squabble, we can squabble, nigga, lose a win. Sneak dissing on them songs, you gonna lose a friend. I just hit them plug up.
He said you keep sneak dissing, you gonna lose a friend. It's crazy. All them niggas around them, they lost a friend.
I got the loud, you got the leads. I feel like Mike with his in my jeans. I do not fold these wrong. Baby girl, how you a freak? You got your clothes on. When I pick up.
He said, how you a freak and you got your clothes on? This man, Wavy Navy Poo, was an upcoming Miami rapper who was signed to QC with Lil Baby, with the Migos and them, was shot and killed during an ambush on January 14th. He was 28. I'm sorry, man. I might be a jokester, but this man big as hell. Big as hell.
I need all mine, nigga. God damn it, the game owe me. I'm here to collect.
Schoolcraft Bones. Consistent. That's his rap name. Schoolcraft Bones Consistent was a Detroit rapper who was shot and killed on March 23rd.
I lost, you would love to see me win, nigga. Hear me out. Hey, I ain't a temp, but these niggas know I got work. I'm on tip to them bad girls, I got perks. This for my niggas who got paid on blocks first 2 weeks shift for you. Been ejected, tossed out the window, neglected by the curb by late. Shorty, walking to school, picked me up the next day. He threw me in his Sony Walkman and press.
That shit crazy, man. I'm done. Principalities in high places, man. Actually, I gotta go back. Where is that? Let me see if I can get you this, man. Principalities in high places. That scripture goes so heavy. You gotta see the people you under, man. Right? Oh, and I'm gonna show you that video. See? It's crazy. The Lord allowed these videos to be done just for me to show what I'm about to show. I forgot where the heck I was going to because I got so much on my damn mind. I got so much I want to show. Where is it at? Where that joint go? Principalities in high places. Let's see. Wow, my dang computer be acting. Um, Dang, it's just so many clips that I want to show you. I'm trying to find the actual one, but for some reason, it looked like Esau deleted my dang video. You know what? I'll show this video. I don't know if I should really get into it. Um, since I don't know if they deleted my other video. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't see my other video. Esau, if you did do that, you is slick. You damn demon. He's slick as hell. But this is another one, and you're gonna see principalities, man, high places. Let's see what he say.
Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praises to the Most High.
But the less I believe it, the better for me. For you see, my name is Montague William III. And what I will tell you may well sound absurd, but the less who believe it, the better for me. For you see, I'm in banking and big industry. For many a year we have controlled your lives, while you all just struggle and suffer in strife. We created the things that you don't really need, your sports cars and
This man said we made everything that you don't need, right? I'm gonna show you this scripture, man. You can go back to that video, man. I'm just showing you principalities. We fight a battle not between flesh and blood, but against principalities in high places. And we have principalities physically, let alone spiritually, and you have the mental, right? This is First Maccabees, the 12th chapter, verse 9. Therefore, we also, albeit we need none of these things. He just said they make all these things that's useless to us, and we have no need for these things. That we have the holy books of scriptures in our hands to comfort us. You watch TV through the spirit. You really watching TV to comfort you. You want to say you bored because you ain't got nothing to do, so you put on TV. No, it's really to comfort you. I'm about to go out to the club. You're comforting yourself. Man, back in the day, we were right there. Everybody was, man, the party was outside, but we just came together. Video games. I want to be in the NFL. I want to be in the industry. All of those things is just to make you feel comfort or comfortable. Comfortable. That's it. But you have the handheld scriptures in your hand, right?
fashions, plasma TVs. I remember clearly how all this began. Family secrets from father to son. Inherited.
He said, how many secrets from father to son? And I just want you to know, as Black Latinos and natives, a lot of us don't teach our kids shit. And I'm being honest. And I know some of y'all might be watching, maybe watching later. And you might be, oh man, I teach my kid everything. You taught him how to throw a football, a basketball. You taught your daughter how to dress, but you taught her how to dress like a whore or to dress like a man. You never really taught her how to dress like a woman. A lot of women dressed covered, right? We didn't teach our kids where we came from. We just say slavery, but what was before slavery? We're not teaching our kids why we are in slavery or why this had happened to us or what's going to happen. A lot of us want kids. We want a baby father. We want a husband so bad. But as soon as kids come into play, we don't teach them shit, let alone we don't teach our own self nothing, right? Us as men, we want to run and control the household, but you're not dwelling with your wife according to knowledge. And this is why on the left-hand side, I respect what this test tube monkey is saying, because we're so simple-minded niggas that we can't see between the lines that we're in a freaking video game and we're being deceived. Why the Most High is trying to bless you with knowledge. You niggas rather be deceived. But the Lord says he made the deceived in the deceived. He made them for himself. So if you are deceived and being deceived, the Lord made you to be deceived. The Lord made you to be a deceiver. The Lord made brothers and sisters to be on the righteous side, to feed the flock that is still asleep. But you niggas want to choose La La Land, the broad way. This is a rich white man. You can't take what I'm saying and you can't take what he say and throw it away, because the Bible shows you that your adversaries will rule this land. This man is a banker. In order for me to save money, I have to go to a bank. He's not, I'm a worker at a bank. He is a banker. So that means this man had to be in meetings coming up with, let's make a new bank, another way for money. This is the same niglet probably that's in the meetings when we say, hey, we're going to change from a cashless society. These is people you want to hear from, because you, brothers and sisters, don't want to hear from your own brothers that tell you this is the matrix. Like, they're trying to keep you stuck here so we don't get to where we got to go, right? And since we're trying to unveil it, y'all don't want to listen to a black man. So listen to this white man tell you, you're in a freaking delusion. We want to buy fashion name brand. Every fashion name brand, majority of them are Jewish. And most of them are racist. But we want to boycott one brand, but the other brands is cool with all of them. I'm a Jewish, he's a Jewish, we're all Jewish, dude. Or if we're not Jewish, I'm still a racist prick. But we'll spend so much bread with them. Clap, clap, bravo. The joke is not on Esau, because this nigga is, Revelations 12 and 12, he's moving as fast as he can. But you niggas, we are the most spiritual, mental, and physical stupid people right now. But we were the smartest. We were the smartest in the world. Yes, and this nigga picking up a black. I look at myself when I see him. I was smoking that black. I was selling drugs just like you. I see the stupid in us through our own people. Through our own people, I see the stupidity of me. If you know that you are the salt of the earth, what is you doing about it? I'm going to go back to the video.
Knowledge that gives me the edge, while you peasant.
This nigga called you a peasant.
Inherited knowledge that gives me the edge, while you peasant.
While you peasant. This man didn't say white, black, Asian, Puerto Rican. He didn't say no nationality. Through the spirit. Psalms 83. Esau in his heart, as in power and low class, they're going to always have it on their heart, especially if they're taught. He just said from son to son. So from descendant to descendant, that means his family and all these other elites, they teach their kids who they are, where they come from, who their enemies is. Back then, motherfuckers was calling us animals, dogs. You don't think they teaching their kids that? So that when they grow older, they know who he is? Yes. This joint is directed to the low class niggas, even the rich niggas too. This is for black, Latinos, and natives. He didn't even say a race. But when we talk about the ones that took the end of the stick when banking came into play, when we talk about Esau ruling the world, who took the end of the stick, the black, Latinos, and natives. This man is giving you it right here. Let's see.
People lie sleeping at night in your bed. We control the money that controls your lives. Whilst you worship false idols and wouldn't think twice about selling your soul.
This nigga just said you serving idols. This man said it so smooth and click. He already know this shit not real. This nigga said, while you searching and praising idols, I'm over here getting money and I'm controlling you. The more you use my money, the more you're in control. Niggas feel I made it. No, you didn't. You just a slave with money. More monopoly money. Yay! Whose turn's next? Just because you rich, that poor man might have $5, $100. He's still playing the same game you playing.
For a place in the sun. These things that won't matter when your time is done. But as long as they're there to control the masses, I just sit back and consider my assets, safe in the knowledge that I have it all, while you common people are losing your jobs. You see, I just hold you in utter contempt. But the smile on my face, well, it makes me exempt. My name.
I'm sorry, man. If that just don't motivate you to go even harder for your power, for your most high Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, I really don't know what you got going on in your life, man. What you got going on in your life is not right, right? And I could keep going on with just showing you clips of videos after videos and videos. Hey, this is why I know this ministry is really for the hopeful elect. This ministry is not for all of you simple-minded brothers and sisters. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. It's really not, man. If you're not choosing a side, I wish you the best of luck.
We'll get.
Wait, I want to see. Is this the video I have?
Chaperone of some of these young little boys. Then you got this. Hey, this is the
Hold on,
tithing and
I'll write
offering.
it down.
When we look at it, those is for the Levites that didn't have land. Now we're all in the priesthood. That should really be going to the ministry of the Lord. If I were the devil, I'd make.
I might as well take this opportunity to show y'all facts. Might as well. This is Paul Harvey. This is a so-called Caucasian white man testimony.
If I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree.
It's crazy he just said the ripest apple on the damn tree, you damn demon. He said an apple. This is just crazy. He said it. This is Zechariah, the 2nd chapter, verse 8. For thus says Yahweh of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nation which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you touches the apple of his eye. So while you watching us, understand these damn demons touch the apple of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's eye.
So I set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of the serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve. Do as you please.
You see what he just said? He said, he said, with the wisdom of a serpent, I will whisper to you as I whispered to Eve. Do as you please. This man said, I will whisper to you as I whisper to Eve. Through the spirit, if anybody would know. The same spirit that was in Cain, the same spirit that's in Esau, that is the spirit of the serpent. It's crazy he just said that.
To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square.
And that's the scripture. They make good bad and bad good.
And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington.
Hey, that goes into Deuteronomy 28, and I believe the 50th verse. They didn't disregard the person of old or young.
And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle.
Didn't they do that with music too? You couldn't really hardly see half naked women or anybody smoking a blunt. Now you can.
Narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil,
basically promoting it.
I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild.
That's why the education system has took a big turn. Kids is not learning; they're just in school.
Until before you knew it,
You'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every school.
And this is why kids have I forgot what they used to call it. Rush hour. Rush hour, I forgot what it's called. When I was in Iroquois, they call it rush hour, where the cops will come and they will have dogs sniff your lockers. It's crazy. He just said that. You will have, and this is dealing with the school education.
House door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing.
He said basically a decade would be, I think decade is 10 or 20. A decade is 10, I believe. I think a decade. But let me make sure. Let's make sure, y'all. Yeah, decade is 10 years. So a decade, he said, in a decade, I have prisons overflowing. I was trying to show you, what's his name, Crazy Bones. Yeah, I can't even get it, but Crazy Bones, he uh he went into a lesson and said after Bone Thugs and Harmony, when they made it to the level that they did, they try to somebody try to have a secret meeting with him and you know, basically try to tell him, man, yo, try to, if you really want to keep going up levels, you know, the music is where the money is, but the real money is in these private investments. And he was basically telling the whole um Bone Thugs and Harmony, yo, if you do this, you know, you can invest in the private jails, you know, and then they will grow. And you see what he said right here. Within a decade, I have prisons overflowing. I have judges promoting pornography, right? Um, it used to be 500 prisons. It's damn near 1,700 now. He says I'd have judges promoting porn, basically porn, and most of these judges is doing child pornography, or they're these the same promoting of porn. They could be doing this with sex traffickers, right? Some of them is doing it and not getting caught. You got Epstein. He been doing this since 1998, and all these celebrities, presidents been around him, and nobody did anything. They allowed it to happen for a minute. We got to tear down some of these women. We need some of them messed up. We need some of their kidney. A lot, like they allowed it to happen because they knew what was going on. And you got all these people going to his island with him, not to just visit him, to get freaky too, right?
I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress.
And they're the ones that brought God into the courthouses and the White Houses and all these other places. And they tell you, uh, if the Bible was not real, why are they making these dumbass fake presidents put in their hand, or when you at court to say da 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 boom 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 boom, I'm gonna tell the truth if the Bible not real. If America promotes all these idols and this God is not real, the Bible is just a book of stories, then why do they have us, oh, I'm gonna tell the truth and nothing but the truth? Why would they have us do that if it's not true? Right? And they're slowly trying to usher that out where you don't have to say that. You just, the judge get up and say, hey, you're gonna say the truth, boom, boom, boom. And they doing the same thing in jails. Before they used to give you Bibles. They don't give that to you no more. Even in hotels, they used to give you the little Bibles. They don't do that no more.
And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science.
And you got Church of Science out here too, but you do have churches that will substitute some worldly stuff and add it into religion, right? And come up with some monkey philosophy, right? They're adding and taking away from the word. But that's all the power of our adversary that did that.
I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money.
So now, not all Black, Latinos, and Native churches I know is misusing boys and girls. I know some brothers, especially in the Black community, a lot of brothers they're getting freaky with some of these girls. You know, you got the one pastor that just married a member. She was 18 years old. He's 60 years old. He had damn near 4 marriages that failed. But that girl standing up, she really loved him. But most Black Latino churches, they teach for pay. So a lot of them is misusing the church just for money.
If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol.
And that's all Esau.
Symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas.
You see that? I will make the symbol of Easter an egg. The egg represents the idols. The rabbit represents the goddess, right? Then the in the symbol of Christmas, a bottle, right? Because usually they use for Christmas eggnog, but now we in Christmas. Christmas represents Christ's birthday, and they just did that. And I know some people that say Christmas is Christ's birthday because when in order to spell, you can't spell Christ without Christ in it. That's why people even believe even more that Christmas has to deal with Christ. His name is in it. But this man is telling you right now, right?
If I were the devil.
Devil just mean devil. He's not saying if I was the devil, I'm the one with red horns. He's saying I'm the devil. Devil means manipulator, liar, and deceiver, right? And everything he's saying is deception and deceiving people and lying, right?
I'd take from those who have and give to those who want it until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct.
He said, "I will caution against it." So this is why it's going to be it's going to be a threat or a mandate that you can't go out here teaching. You know, what is it called? A First Amendment, one of them man that you freedom of speech. That's going to be stripped away.
Convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned.
And this is why a lot of our young children just want to bust a nut, but they ain't trying to be, married and enjoy all of those things. And then Esau want to create more things like, hey, let's create condoms so that you could just bang bang boogie, or let's make some more toys that's going to stimulate you. And then half of these women are not pleased because they want a damn electric machine that do some shit a human person can't do. And Esau makes those things to make sex is not the pleasure or the emotion no more. Sex became a fun thing. It became I'm now we about to compete with a damn toy. It took away the humanness of it, right? And that's why a lot of our kids want to have sex before they even think about marriage. Esau promoted it.
That swinging is more fun. That what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure.
And it is some sisters and brothers that sister in Dunkirk, she said she was, having sex with men because a man gave her the disease, and she just said, F it, I'm gonna just go out giving it to anybody. And a lot of us would get lured into those situations and that person carrying diseases. But Esau promotes this on TV. He promotes sex, sex, sex. Forget marriage, forget relationships. Just test the waters. Let's just have sex. It might not go. It might go good for a week and then it's over. The Lord don't even like failed marriages, right? And a lot of us use dick or coochie or that mouth to make the relationship stay long. Back then, it was always Yahweh Shem Shai. If you was following the Lord, but if you wasn't following the Lord, that's what made appeal for that person. But sometimes the Lord had you still with that person because the fire was still there. Right? It shows you everything in the hands of your adversary becomes terrible.
In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
Right. So there you go. That kind of closes up Ephesians 6:12. Lord willing, I hope you got that. That was kind of plain. So First John, we're gonna make this smooth. First John, the first chapter, verse 18. Say, no man have seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, which is the bosom of the Father, he have declared him. Hamashiach Yahushai declared him. No man has seen him. Hamashiach Yahushai declared who he is through his actions, right? His statures through the Spirit. This is the NLT. It says, no one has ever seen God the Most High, but the unique one. The unique one is Hamashiach Yahushai. So the unique one is the only one that's seen him. who is himself God, right? Christ is a God, is near to the Father's heart. He has revealed God to us. He has revealed God to us, right? Hamashiach Yahushai, right? Let's go to Hebrews 1 and 3. Hebrews, the first chapter, verse 3. Who being the brightness of his glory, right? Because Hamashiach Yahushai is the morning star, in the express image of his person. So Hamashiach Yahushai is the express image of what the Most High Yahweh look like. When you go to Daniel, it even tell you the Most High. You got white woolly hair too, right? And his skin is like polished brass, right? And upholdeth all things by the word of his power. And when he had by himself purged our sins, right? Upholdeth all things by the word. And Christ, Hamashiach Yahushai technically did. Ephesians 3 and 9, the Lord made all things by his son, Hamashiach, right? He got the power due through Abba Yahweh. And when he had by himself purged our sins, how did he do that? By dying on the cross, laying himself down for you, right? Conquering death, set down on the right hand of the majesty on high. Acts, the first chapter, verse 9 and 10. Daniel, the seventh chapter, I believe, verse 13, right? Let's go to Matthew, the fourth chapter, and we're going to read from verse 1. And we're going to go to dealing with even the devil tried to tempt Yahweh Shai, right? And so we're going to read this, verse 1 to 11. It said, Then Yahweh Shai laid up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And this is how you know the deceiver, right? The temper, that damn devil, the spirit, the mental, and the physical is here. The physical devil, as in a human, is here. That manipulator, deceiver, the liar, right? The one that's a murderer, he's here. The mind frame of that freaking spirit, the temper, is here. And the spiritual being of that damn devil, Satan, is in the midst, right? It says, and when he had fasted 40 days, 40 nights, he was afterward in hunger. And when the temper came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, man shall not live by bread alone. Me and you, our gas, our fuel, our energy is not by bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. So your life should be living off of what God, my purpose, my goal. You're not going to put, I want to be a singer or I want to be a dancer. You're not putting that one first. Any word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God is going to come first, right? And that helps when the temper, temptation, the devil is trying to deceive you and tempt you, is you knowing that every word you eat by every word proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh. Then the devil taking him up to a holy city and setteth him on a pentacle of the temple. You tell the devil no, guess what? He's just going to do something else, right? Because it's all about testing your faith. It said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written. And this is what a lot of us brothers and sisters do. Oh, if he be the God, then have him talk to me. Or if this is Jesus, if Yahweh Shai is really real, then go on a walk on the water since you believe in him. This is the same one that would do that. For it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. Yahweh said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt Yahweh Shemashai thy power. Again, the devil taking him up into an exceeding high mountain. So he took him on another high mountain, right? Showeth him all the kingdoms of the whole world, of the world, in the glory of them. You can go on a tall building or a big mountain and you can look at the scenery, and the scenery will be the kingdom. Everything around you, this whole America, if we was to get on a tall building, you would look at the foundation of this whole kingdom. And this is what this damn temper that showing you Hamashiach Yahushua on the top mountain. Look at this whole glory, man. Right? It said unto him, All these things I will give you. If the damn devil whatever spirit he working in right now, if he's not in charge, how can he tell Hamashiach Yahushua, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me? Right? In this time, Satan, the devil, is in this world. When Revelation, when John was in Patmos and he wrote Revelations 12:12, Satan is ruling this earth because this is not done yet. Right? When Hamashiach Yahushua was on the scene, that spirit the serpent had, the spirit Cain had, the spirit that Esau still has today, that spirit was around when Hamashiach was around. So Satan was ruling the earth, Roman captivity, them African and Arabs, freaking the Greeks, Persian Mesopotamia, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Africans, the Ammonites, the Moabites, and America, Germany, Russia. Man, Satan is in the air right now, right? It says, if thou wilt fall down and worship me, then says Yahweh unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship Yahweh shall shine thy power, and him only shalt thou serve, right? Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. When you are sure, you're not ashamed, and you're confident, you have to know the Lord searched your heart. The Lord was searching Hamashiach Yahweh heart. He had to, because them damn spirits left so fast, man. They left like a crackhead here. The drug dealer out here, man, I'm telling you, them demons left because he was sure and he was on that solid foundation, and he let his light so shine forevermore. Let's hurry up and get this before this phone died. Job, the second chapter, verse 1 to 10. Let's see. This is another way to show you the Lord is allowing the damn demon, that damn Satan, that damn devil to tempt whoever just to get what he wants. The Lord has a desire, right? Job 2:1 and say, Job 2:1 and say, again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before Yahweh. Satan came also among them to present himself before Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto Satan, from hence comest thou. So he asked him, where you came from? Satan answered Yahweh. Satan answered Yahweh. So even the left hand side answering Yahweh and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down. So the Lord is watching the left hand side. Yo, where you going? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? He said, Yahweh said unto Satan, has thou considered my servant Job? So he said, Satan said, I'm going to and fro from walking up and down it. So Yahweh asked him, hey, did you consider my servant Job? That lets you know Satan is always seeing who he can seek and devour, right? That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High and showeth evil, and still he upholdeth fast in his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. Saying, answer Yahweh and said, skin for skin, yeah, all that a man have will he give for his life. But put forth thy hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And Yahweh, and when he say, put forth thy hand and touch his bone and his flesh, anything Satan do to you, afflicts you, you lose kids, you lose family, that is the Lord touching you. Anytime the Lord chastised you, he used the left hand side, but through Yahweh it was done, right? 6, it says, and Yahweh said unto saying, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of Yahweh and smote Job with sore boils from the soles of his foot into his crown. So from the soles of his foot all the way to his crown, he got hit with boils. And he took him a potsherd and scraped himself with hall, and he sat down among the ashes. This man was scraping those boils. And then said his wife unto him. So this is a spirit. A spirit got right on the wife. It left Job. It did what it had to do. And the spirit got on the wife. Then said his wife unto him, doest thou still retain thy integrity? Curse God and die. That is not the right hand side of the Most High. The left hand side, when you go to Matthew, the 12th chapter, verse 43 to 45, it tells you the unclean spirits will leave and go to it, try to find another home, but it comes back to his original home, seen is furnished and all of this, and it comes back with 7 more seducing spirits. So this spirit left Job. It couldn't do nothing. And guess what it did? It went to this woman and said, man, you keep your integrity, curse God and die, man, just die. Guess what? The spirit on the right hand side of Yahweh was still on Job. And he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What shall we receive? Good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips. You got to know, oh man, bad is done to me. The Lord is allowing that to happen to you to see. Did Job buckle? No. And all this did not Job sin with his lips. Me and you got to stand 10 toes down in this thing, stand fast and unmovable, that we don't sin against the Lord. That's why it says, seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You find out the stuff that I know, you're going to really be walking with a swivel, right? Nobody on Facebook is going to be able, IG, Facebook, I don't care. Man, give me 1,000. Gabar, I seen this man in the town laying with another man's wife. Oh, man, I seen a Gabar laying with a transformer, a Frank Ocean nigga bitch. I seen Gabar smoking a fat blunt. I seen Gabar selling drugs, some crack and heroin. I seen Gabar laying with a 10-year-old or 11. You're not about to hear that. You're not about to hear something outside going against the righteousness of Yahweh Shimi Awashai. I'm gonna tell you, yo, it's sometimes, man, my wife pleased me good. Other they do a good job. It might come a time, you know what I'm saying? I might throw in a video. The devil made porn. And guess what? My mind loved Prada. And I might slip and go there. But if we talk about those other things, nobody in the town can see that because I make sure that I'm showing my light out in these streets. Because the demon is seeking whom he can devour, right? And he always go to somebody he can see in their heart, right? First John, the 3rd chapter, verse 8. He that committeth sin is of the devil. And that's how you know. The more you wash yourself, you can look at your actions and see if you are the devil. If you constantly willfully sinning, or even if you sin and you don't think about repenting, for the devil sinned from the beginning, right? And the devil don't repent from his sin, right? He don't try to change. But somebody that is of God is going to be willing to change. For this purpose, the Son of God was manifest, right? Because of sin, that he might destroy the works of the devil, right? While the devil is working, that means the devil is here and we need a conqueror to destroy him. And me, myself, and you, we can't destroy the devil. If we could destroy the devil, none of us would be sinning. So we need that great, strong power of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, right? To come down here and to whoop some damn ass. Man, I don't care what you say. I need the Lord to come down here and whoop some ass. Hey, I know I'm wrong. Shoot, he might need to whoop my ass, right? But before he come, I'm going to tell Yahweh Shai, whoop me now. I need you now, Yahweh Shai. Do it now. Please don't wait, right? I don't know where the heck this verse is trying to have me go, but let's see if this is it. This is not it. Oh, I think I know where I'm at. Acts 4. I think this is Acts. Ooh, I wrote the wrong word. So Acts the 4th chapter, verse 32. And I'm just showing you. Let me just show you, Lord willing, you can get edified. Right? Acts the 4th chapter, verse 32. We're gonna read the 37. Right? It says, "And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart." So they was of one mind and of one soul. See, there was in one accord. Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed was his own, but they had all things common, and were great power among the apostles, witness of the resurrection of the Lord Yahushai, and great grace upon them all. Neither was there any among them that lacked. So nobody amongst these brothers lacked. As for many as were possessors of lands and houses sold them and brought the prices of the things that were sold. So remember, they bought houses, right? And laid them down at the apostles' feet. So the whatever they paid, they laid it down at the feet of the apostles. And distribute was made unto every man according as he had need. Jose, who by the apostles were surnamed Barnabas, which is being interpreted the son of the consolation, a Levite in the country of Cyprus, Having land, sold it, brought the money, and laid it at the apostles' feet. Right? So you see it. Now, this is where it gets real interesting. Lord willing, you can pay attention. 1 to 11, I'm going to try to smooth through because I know my phone will die. But a certain man named Ananias and Sapphira, his wife, sold a possession and kept back part of the price. So say if the price is $100, it said part. So let's say part. The part, this house is $200. I give him 145 part. I partially paid. His wife also being privy, basically she knew to it and brought a certain part and laid it at the apostles' feet. But Peter said, Ananias, you don't hear a spirit, you don't hear God talking to him. It went straight. But Peter said, Ananias, why have Satan filled thy heart to lie to the Holy Ghost? Right? And I just want you to know, if you really moving in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, and you trying to do some shaky, little shanky, shiesty stuff to your own brother, your own sister, a spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai will recognize. This is why a lot of us be looking at brothers, especially when we in the truth, and brothers saying they truth, like, yo, we gotta watch out for that brother. You're a little shiesty. That's a spirit just giving you, helping you, because the Lord would not let nothing happen to hit the ones that's in his hand. He won't even let you pluck them out. So this man Ananias thought he was going to be smooth to the man that got the keys to the kingdom, Peter. It says, why have Satan filled thy heart to lie to the Holy Ghost? Any man moving by the will and the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, the comforter, the Holy Ghost, is moving you. And to keep back part of the price of the land, whilst it remained, was it not thy own? And after it was sold, was it not in thy own power? Why hast thou conceived this thing in thy heart? When you do wrong, you conceive that sin. Thou hast not laid unto men, but unto God. And Ananias, hearing these words, fell down and gave up the ghost. You don't hear nobody stab him, kill him. That man, hearing the words, he heard the words that Peter said, fell down and gave up the ghost. Great fear came on all them that heard these things. The young man arose, wound him up, and carried him out and buried him. So he died. And it was about the space of 3 hours after. So 3 hours after, when his wife, not knowing what was done, so she don't even know what happened, came in, and Peter answered unto her, tell me whether ye sold the land for so much. And she said, yeah, for so much. Then Peter said unto her, how is it that ye have agreed together? You agreed together to tempt the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. So they agreed to conspire against the spirit, to tempt the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Behold, the feet of them which have buried thy husband are at the door. So the same ones that buried your husband, guess what? They here too, and shall carry thee out. Then fell she down straightly at his feet. So she fell white. As soon as this man Peter got done, she fell to his feet, yielded up the ghost. The young man came in and found her dead, carrying her forth, buried her by her house. I just want you to know, verse 11, great fear came upon the whole church and upon as many as heard these things. Lord willing, when you reading these scriptures, you're really listening, because the Lord of Yahweh Shema Shai is not playing. That man, what? Let me see if I can get this. 1 Kings 19 and 10. The Holy Spirit is this same way right here. 1 Kings 19 and 10. And he said, I have been very jealous for Yahweh, God of hosts, God of armies, of heaven's army. For the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown thy altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword. And I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life to take it away. We were seeking Hamashiach Yahweh life, and we killed this man, right? Let alone, when you really saying you serving the Lord, you got to be jealous for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Lord willing, the Lord can fill you up with the spirit. When you know brothers is in this truth doing brothers wrong, brothers, you buying a shirt for him, he ain't giving you the money. The spirit is going to reveal this man not right. Guess what you're going to do? You ain't going to buy from him. Let alone anybody say, hey, where shirts at? The spirit will tell you, man, go to this brother over here. Oh, yo, shouldn't I go to this brother to get it? Brother, just go to this brother, right? Then the spirit might just be, might you have you confront brothers. Yo, this and that. That's what Pete, that's what the spirit that was on Peter. So I'm not about to be um trying to hide. I'm gonna really be telling brothers about them about their damn self, man. There's a lot of us that's going off in especially when it comes to prophecies, right? We think we got it all. We got it all. Let's go to St. John, the 8th chapter, verse 12 and 13. It says, Then spake Yahweh again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. This is why I'm just saying every man and woman shall always want to be occupied in the ministry, because he's the light of the world. Wouldn't you want his light to shine? You see, I'm walking my glasses, and you can see the reflection of the laptop. This is what we want to think of spiritually. If spirits in Acts seen Paul and the other apostles and knew, oh yeah, those are the men that believe and actually follow Yahweh Shemashai. The spirit knew, but these other brothers, these vagabonds that was walking in the same way as Paul, but really wasn't. The unclean said, "Man, I know Paul, Yahweh Shai in them, but I don't know you. Who you?" So you want to always be occupied in the light. You want to always be having yourself occupied in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, that you become that reflection. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. The reason why, in order to even be around sinners and publicans, you want to make sure you're walking with that light. If you're not walking with that light, why would you be around the darkness? Your light is supposed to shine. It's supposed to illuminate. It's supposed to be bright. It's supposed to be shining bright like a diamond. You're supposed to stick out like a thumbnail. Brother, oh wait, watch out for that, brother. You're gonna get stabbed, you're gonna get pricked by that. That's how your spirit is supposed to stick out to the world, especially if you believe in Hamashiach Yahushua. Verse 13, it says, The Pharisees therefore said unto him, Thou bearest record of thyself. Thy record is not true. Oh, word. All right. Let's drop down to verse 32 to 32 to 47, right? It says, And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. What we brought out earlier. So out of everything, the truth is going to make us free. We're going to realize the devil is here right now. Right now. You smoking a blunt, that nigga is right next to you. He probably getting high with you. Right? The truth is going to set you free. Right? It says, Then answered him, We be Abraham's seed and were never in bondage to any man. And this is what a lot of us say, right? How sayest thou, ye shall be made free? Yahweh shall answer them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin, right? And a lot of us is servants of sin. And the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the Son abideth forever. If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed. I know that ye are Abraham's seed, but ye seek to kill me, because my word have no place in you. I speak that which I have seen with my father, and ye do that which ye have seen with your father. And they answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. Yahweh said unto them, If ye were Abraham's children, ye would do the works of Abraham. And Abraham had faith, right? It says, But now ye seek to kill me, a man that have told you the truth, which I have heard of the Most High. This did not Abraham. Ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him, We be not born of fornication. We have one father, even God. Yahweh said unto them, If God were your father, ye would love me. For I proceed forth and came from God, neither came I of myself, but he sent me. And that's the same. We didn't choose God, God chose us, right? Anything the Lord ordained, right? We have to go with what the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai say. The Lord even used Abraham to show you niggas didn't have faith. He did. What do Hamashiach say? John the 15th chapter and Luke. I gotta bring that out. Right? I'm gonna hurry up and get to this. Right? Verse 12, it say, This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you, right? And a lot of us be tearing our brothers down. This man, Hamashiach Yahushai, loved his brothers. This man was dying for Peter and Judas, niggas that's betraying, denying them, people that's killing them, he's dying for Israelites. So me and you, regardless of these niggas is slacking, they slothful, this brother's not studious, this brother, I don't care if brothers is not even teaching, if brothers is not reading, they not doing videos. You do these videos, you labor out in these streets for your people. You prophesied and you doing what the Lord wants because you love your brothers and sisters. Lord willing, they listen to that message, right? Verse 13, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. You want to have it on your mind as a mission. Let me lay myself down because of Mashiach Yahushua did that. If you are really following the Lord, you're going to do that. But how can we really say that if we're not willing to lay ourselves down? If we're not willing to believe and understand the real hopeful elect, those are the Lord's friends. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. So how can I say I'm a friend of the Lord if I'm not trying to do his ways, right? How can I be family? How can my own family be my family if they're not trying to do the will of the Most High? But they say, oh, let's forget God. What do you want? Hey, that's cool. The man is the head. But when you say F God, what do you want? I want you to wrap up because the Lord, okay, I get that. You want me to wrap up. I'm going to wrap up because you said it, not because God want me to. I don't even want that. I want my woman to want to dress up because the Lord say that's the way you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just doing it because I want, it feel like you just following me. I get it. I get it. The man is the head, right? It's all about all of us following Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Mark the 3rd chapter, verse 35. For whosoever shall do the will of God, of the Most High, the same is my brother, my sister, and my mother. So how can we say your grandmother, your mom that's in your house, or you about to go to this cookout? How can we really say that those are your brothers and sisters? If they're not doing the will of God, I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry, cousin. I'm sorry, Ray Ray, the nigga down the street, your other friends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But if y'all not doing the will of the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai, you're not my brother. You're not my sister. You're not my cousin. You're just people. Yes, we're family by blood, but through the spirit, mental, physical, you're not family. I'm sorry. For whosoever shall do the will of God, the same is my brother, my sister, and my mother. As a nation, yes, we are family. But if we saying spiritually to get in the kingdom, Yahweh Shema Shai, we serve the same God. No, we don't. Because if you did, you would go thick and thin to say, keep that faith, walk those laws. Walk those laws, keep those faith. Keep your mind studious into the prophecies, the dark sayings, and the parables. Then I can say, oh yeah, you my great cousin. Oh yeah, you my little brother. You my niece poo. I love you. I still got family I call family. But when we get into these scriptures, to be honest, your family not your family if they not doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? We can go to this last verse, right? This last precept right here, y'all. Lord willing was edifying. Excuse me for going on a biblical rant, you know. This is St. John, the 8th chapter, verse 12. It says, and all that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. Now, he's not talking about Jeremiah, Isaiah, Elijah, Samuel, Habakkuk, Nahum, Micah. Oh, but he's not talking about them, right? Because the sheep know his voice. And no sheep follow. Shalom, Stephanie, Shalom, Akwav, Yahweh Shemashai, Bakatham. Those sheep actually heard his voice and listened to him. The sheep he's talking about is the ones that turn their back and not the face. Those sheep is when you go to Jeremiah, the 26th chapter, and Hananiah was falsely prophesying, oh, Jeremiah, oh, the Lord told me I'm going to break the yoke off of your neck and from Nebuchadnezzar. That man Jeremiah said, well, the yoke he's going to have is going to be iron. That man got stuck and he said, guess what? You're going to die the 7th month of this year. After he got done doing what he said, man, the Lord put a spirit on Jeremiah. He started prophesying to all of them. Do not follow this man that prophesy lies. Such and such and such. Hey, you're going to die the 7th month of this year. I don't want to be that. No. I hope you can hear me, everybody on the book, man. I do not want to be him. You heard? Verse 9, it says, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved and shall go in and out and find pastures. That's that Psalms 23. And you want to find green pastures. Everybody say it's greener on this side. No, it's not. Only Yahweh Shem Yahushai got the best grass. So why the hell we trying to go somewhere where it's greener? If you ain't following Yahweh Shem Shai, you ain't gonna never find it, right? Hamashiach Yahweh Shai is the door. Every time you open up your front door in your house, your bathroom door, your bedroom, the back door, it should always hit you. That's why I said this is why I try to tell my family. When we get in the scriptures and when you're not in the scriptures, everything you do, look at it scripture wise. Because it motivates you. When I open up this door, I'll be thinking I'm about to open the door for Yahweh Shai. I gotta go to work. When I open up the door, I'm opening up that door for Hamashiach Yahweh Shai to come in. Or I'm leaving out spiritually to go feed the flock. I'm going to work, but I'm just saying every day I try to have a spiritual thought. I'm walking out this house. That's me about to go do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Oh, I leave this house. I know I'm attacked. You're attacked. I just watched a video of a man showing different guns. This one gun, this man was thousands of miles away, and he had like this green thing, like it shows your body heat or whatever the heck it was. This man moved, and you see every person moving around. And when he flipped it the other way, you could see people. But when he turned it green, you could see each individual. You like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And you could be scoped at any damn time. The movie Wanted, at the end of the movie Wanted, this man was mad kilometers away, scoping that damn black Morgan Freeman, and shot this man from miles of kilometers. You're attacked. I think spiritually every time, man. Your kids, they disobedient to you, scripture wise. The Lord says, my fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquity. Limitations 5 and 7. When you see your kids not listening to you, it's a reflection of the scriptures. Being mockers or blaspheming the Lord. You see people do this day to day, and then it reflects. The same niggas from back then is the same niggas now. The Bible is something for you to reflect on and look at. So every day I go to the bathroom, Yahweh Shai, come in, go in that basement, come in, go in the front, I'm coming out, I gotta throw out the garbage. Yahweh Shai, I'm gonna leave the front door open. I'm taking the trash out, but you can come in. He says in Revelations, the 3rd chapter, he's gonna knock on the door and he's gonna sup with you. And when we say sup, he's gonna have a conversation with you, seeing what you was dealing in, was you dwelling in his ministry, right? Verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. That sounds like a devil. I come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. So if you said you had free will, those are the two choices you get, my brother. So show me how St. John 10:10 is freaking with free will. You got a thief that comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He's a thief. Or you could choose a side that you can have life and you can be more abundant. This came with 2 things, and they're going to be better. The thief came with 4. You go with the thief, you're going to become a thief. You go with the thief, you're going to be stealing. You're going to be a thief. You go with that thief, you're going to be a killer. You go with that thief, you're going to be a destroyer. Do y'all want to destroy? Verse 11, it says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for his sheep. A lot of us say we're the shepherd in our household, but would you really lay yourself down for your family? Some of us say we would. I'm moving like Peter. I say I would. But through the flesh, a man got a whole Draco. I don't have no Draco. Man, that's a sticky situation. Hey, babe, stay in that room, lock that door, climb out that window, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's the flesh in me. But knowing that our forefathers was mighty men, and I already know me, regardless if he got a gun, I'm still getting my ass up. But I have to believe in my forefathers. The same thing Peter did. That man, nope, 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 nope. I wouldn't deny you. Man, turn back around. That man denied 99999. That man started talking like a damn jackrabbit. I don't want to be that. And scriptures, you want to reflect on the wrong they did, the good they did. Apply it in your damn life. Verse 12. But he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, right? That's that wolf, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth, and the wolf catches them and scattereth the sheep. And that's what we have in the midst of us. You even got leaders that will sit back and see a prey come and they'll flee through the back doors. When you look at the book of Joshua, chapter 10, those kings was leaving their kingdom and fleeing into a mountain. Man, Joshua, they got done killing the kids and all of them, came to this damn cave and killed the kings. These niggas left and didn't even try to stand 10 toes down. It's a lot of elders, there's a lot of pastors that's in this so-called ministry they're doing the same thing. They're giving you bad doctrine. The sincere might be in there, the sincere milk somewhat might be in there, but they doctrine might be a little white. This niggas out here really saying Moab Ruth is an Israelite. I'm sorry, she out her mouth says she a Moabite, but when you go in the Old Testament, you see Israel know who they is. You know what I'm saying? We got people we got out here thinking that Cornelius might be a Edomite, but it don't even say who his father was or not. But this man a devout man. We just left Acts 2. Man, there's too many things showing this man is an Israelite. From what I see, we teaching the mark of the beast is some spiritual or sin, but don't want to say, nope, it's not physical. It can never be. Nigga, you are in physical slavery. You went in through 14 physical slaveries. You physically got your ass whooped. You physically got raped, physically got butt handled. But we want to say, nope, it can never be physical. And you have wolves in sheep clothing that is around the sheep, man. Scattering the sheep, go left to and fro. Some niggas is going to other camps because of the doctrine not right. And brothers want to hurry up. Oh, you getting sifted out. No, yeah, you actually is right. I'm getting sifted from your damn doctrine, you buffoon. Right? And this is why we have to be watching through the spirit, because the Lord is testing us through the devil on the left-hand side. So if we get wrong doctrine, wrong information, the left-hand side, the Lord is allowing you not to get that increase. The hireling fleeth, because he that is hireling careth not for the sheep. Because if the one that cared for the sheep, he would go thick and thin. The ones that want to go for the sheep is going to always study to approve themselves to make sure they're feeding them. Peter has to feed himself. If he's the head of the church, he has to really approve himself to make sure that he's feeding them right. Nehemiah 8:8, you give them the sense. You give people the sense, because some of us might not know. So we give you the sense. You guide somebody in the scriptures. Acts chapter 8. If they don't understand it, they're going to need a guide. If you don't understand it, you're going to need a guide. Somebody's going to always need somewhere to point them some type of way. When you look in the book of Acts, these brothers is chilling amongst each other, studying, studious, talking about the law all day. Do you not think that they're guiding each other? Paul got guided. When Hamashiach Yahushai blinded him, he got guided. Every man and every woman gonna need a guide to be perfected when it comes to this ministry, to make sure you can look like an outstanding sheep. I am the good shepherd, and I know my sheep, and am known of my sheep. So the Lord is a good shepherd. Hamashiach Yahushai is a good shepherd. He know who his sheep is. So whoever the hopeful elect is, Hamashiach Yahushai know who they is. Do you? Oh, I forgot you don't. And am known of them. So the real sheep of Mashiach Yahushai is known. Now, if you saying the name of it in Paleo Hebrew, hey, I would say you a sheep because you know his name, right? You know what he died for, who he died for. I would say you a sheep. Now, when it comes to certain doctrine, now, hey, I'm going to say I'm a partial sheep. If I ain't got the whole full doctrine and I'm out here teaching the Bible and it's not the full doctrine, hey, I would be one of those people. I am one of those sheep that's in the herd, but I ain't got it all right. And it's a lot of us that be acting like we got it and we don't, right? Last verse 15, the father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. So Mashiach Yahushua was really laying his life down for the elect's sake, not for 2/3, not for you niggas still smoking blunts, not for you niggas that want to be homosexuals, or you sisters that want to be lesbian Edward Scissorhands. This is not for you brothers that only think about six figures, making millions of dollars, but not trying to learn millions of scriptures. You are not the Lord's sheep if you got being a celebrity on your mind first. But I'm not. That does not take away that one of these celebrity, a few of these celebrities, they might be the hopeful elect. I'm just telling you, the real hopeful elect ponder on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, right? So Lord willing, this is edifying. The sister Stephanie said, this explains the connection between the three. two shot in the beast system. Yeah, yo, and that's why I say the COVID vaccine is more symbolic. How I look at it is more symbolic to the mark, because the mark you're gonna physically have to take, just like the COVID shot. You didn't spiritually, and you didn't have to say, "Hey, I'm a sinner. I need COVID." You didn't show that. You physically took it. Let alone the test is physical. They insert something in your nose and they touching all your damn mucus, or they go in your mouth. That's a physical thing. And if they touching your spit, they have to insert something to touch your spit. To touch your nose, they have to insert something in there to touch your nose, right? So I would look at the COVID thing symbolic to what the mark is. If they hurried, how fast they made that COVID, that vaccine, how fast they made it is how fast they made the damn virus. So if they made the virus, they made the vaccine, the mark of the beast is going to be made, right? So yes, I would definitely agree. The vaccine and the mark of the beast would be connected because it's symbolic to each other. The vaccine, you definitely inserting yourself. The mark of the beast, you are going to insert. It was times where it was mandated. When you see in that Revelation, in order to buy and sell, you can't buy and sell without the mark. So it's going to be mandated, right? We got some people that comment, and I did not see it because I was looking at my phone, but I wasn't. Miss Adar, we can't see the screen. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I was into it. Salak, consummation was the other word, Max. See, I'm out of the zone. I was supposed to show y'all consummation, but it's okay. The Lord was moving. Shalom, I see you. Salvation is near 144. Yahweh Shemar Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. I believe this is the brother. I forgot his name, but this is Salvation is near. My brother, he be telling me I be kind of sounding like you sometimes. I believe this is the brother, right? Teaching very, the Lord be having you teach on topics, right? He brought out Deuteronomy 28 and 44, and it says, um, yeah, I'm showing it on the screen for everybody on YouTube. It says, "He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail." And a lot of us just smelling dog doodle. We're the tail right now. We're the tail, and our adversary is the head. Let alone they are a head. When you open up these scriptures, you're gonna become the head. The scriptures is what's gonna help us become the head. Another thing to show you we are the tail, and that brother he brought it out. I have to. That brother just brought that out. I have to bring this out, and this is just to show you they are the head and we are the tail, right? Sirach, the 6th chapter, verse 9, it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth." Um, that's the head. The head is the end of the world. That head is right there. Right there. Esau is the head of the world. If we was to go back to Jeremiah, the 7th chapter, and Nebuchadnezzar had the statue dream, and you had a head and then you had the bottom part. If we was to look at it in this aspect with Esau and Jacob, Esau will be the head. He'll be the head, shoulders, cleans in toes. He's in toes. In Israel, we're so much the bottom, we would be the beginning. We would be the feet. We would be the feet. And when you flip that over, when you flip it over, it's the same way. When you do a front flip, a back flip, do a handstand, whatever's at the bottom comes on the top. So Esau is that head, Jacob is the tail. The roles is going to be switched when Esau's world is dead and Jacob's kingdom is back. And that's where it say, I see a new Jerusalem coming out the heavens. That's talking about the men, women in Israel. That's talking about the nation of Israel descending from the heavens. Israel, go watch Thorn. I think the one with his sister. Go watch the movie Thorn. The one with his sister, Thagata, whatever, the one with Hawk in there. His father, he said that Asgard is going to be destroyed. He says, Asgard is not the place, it's the people. Right? So I want y'all to know the kingdom of God is the people of Israel. the black Latinos and natives, the ones with the spirit that were meek and sincere for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Beautiful precept. I'm sorry I didn't see it at that time, but it's still good. Right? He says something else. He say, I'm putting it on the screen for y'all. It say, do what thou wilt. Yeah, that's Crawley. And Jay-Z, he wear it a lot on his hoodies, right? And this is the man that created the Satan Bible. And when that man died, he even said out his mouth, he made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, I'm gonna actually, I think I'm gonna get into that book just to break off, because anything that Satan brings out for himself and talk about his own plans, domination, that's what a lot of what Esau try to promote in schools. You know, education is not just 1+1. If you really look at biblical things, which is historical, this is real education. You know what I'm saying? English, learn about Romeo and Juliet, that's not real education. That's them giving you their little poetry bullshit, getting a little philosophy, getting what's that what's that dude soprano? What's his name is that everybody talk about when they were in theater? I forgot his name. But when you think of Broadway, that's Esau all day. You know what I'm saying? But um, if we look between the lines, especially in books that they make, and we actually use the Bible with these things, it's going to make the Bible even more enhanced. And this is why I know Esau is the dumbest nation on the earth, because they keep creating these things to show you who they are. Right? It shows that they are who they are in the Bible. It shows you that Esau trying to be like God, because why every day this man is continually trying to make things that replicate or reflect on the Most High. So this title right here was already shown. It was to let everybody and all of us know Satan is working, and everything the devil do is a test. And it has to be a test because the Lord allowed it. And if the Lord is allowing it on the left-hand side, he's doing the same thing he did with Job. But the only thing, though, the Lord knows your heart, so he knows you're weak. But the Lord might have faith and be like, you know what? This is my people. Test them. That's why in Corinthians, the Lord would never give you something you cannot handle. But the Lord will constantly put you through little things that he think you can handle, but you constantly keep sliding and slipping off. And this is why a lot of us go under the damn bridge, right? And now it's time for us to cleave onto our power, which is Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakakwadash. You know, cleave on to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Hey, and that's the best thing that I could tell any black man, Latino, and native. If it's not Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, it's the damn highway. You understand? So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this was edifying. I try to do more lives on YouTube, but I'm gonna try to use this mic because for some reason I like the quality. I like the quality it brings in teaching, and you know, Facebook is getting more of the quality of that than YouTube. You know. Right. And I know it's the same brothers and sisters that's using Facebook. They probably using YouTube. I definitely agree with that. Me personally, man, I'm a person. I every song. I'm using Facebook. You know, I know brothers at Great Millstone and other places they're not using Facebook. I commend those brothers. Me, I'm using it because word has to go out, and I'm not gonna hold myself to not dropping a video here and there. I know a lot of us is, you know, antsy on, you know, Esau knowing you in the truth. I'm telling you right now, I have a social security and a birth certificate. I'm not about to hide from Esau, and this man know my birth certificate. He know my social security. I go into the IRS. He know who the hell I am already. We talking about teaching. The Lord say don't be ashamed, but yes, he say be wise as a serpent. They tell him, Paul, don't go to Rome. That man said, I got to go to Rome. I'm not trying to do lives on Facebook or any other place to say, hey, kill me, kill me. I'm not caring about me or none of that. I'm caring about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So if the Lord is allowing me to do a video on Facebook and he don't compel me and I haven't got off, I'm looking at the Lord. I don't care what a man is saying or a woman, any man or any woman. I'm just doing it because it's people out here that need this word. And I don't know if everybody's on Facebook and they go right on YouTube to watch my video. I don't know. But it's spirits on Facebook. I can't fix those spirits, but I know on my timeline, oh, I'm going to do something and I'm going to put the spirit of the Lord. I know YouTube, I send a YouTube video, you got to click it. Israel, I know Israel. Y'all different. I gotta post this and have it already moving because Israel, I can have a video. This nigga getting shot, they'll click it. But you say, man, God is good, God is great. They not about to click that. And if you got a picture on them, they not clicking it, and they already know what you're doing. So me, I'm going to post live videos of me teaching on Facebook, any social media. I don't care if it's TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on there. I'm on there. You know what I'm saying? Because the word has to go out. I don't know if the word is going out, but I know what I'm doing. So I have to go do it. And it builds up my faith because these social medias, I'm either popular or I'm known for something else. I don't care how everybody else, because I'm worried about me and me. I want people to see me serving the Lord. I want to see people, oh, I remember this brother. And Lord willing, the spirit hit you and you be like, yo, bro, why do you read the Bible? Why you do this? Because I wanted to cause questions. So I just wanted to say that for anybody that is on Facebook, or brothers that's not on, sisters that's not on Facebook and they don't use Facebook and they want to see why I'm on there, I'm gonna just let you know, man, sheeps are everywhere. And I don't know if everybody using Facebook. I know people use it. A lot of people use Facebook. So it is what it is. I love every man, every woman that is a so-called Hebrew Israelite and that is trying to serve the Lord to the best of their ability. Even the brothers and sisters that's not in the ministry now, but in the future, they're going to be 100% dedicated. Hey, I could say that. I could say, yo, I love y'all because the Lord already have it set in stone who's going to really follow his ministry. So for me, I want to tell y'all, since I'm either too late or it's too early, I want to tell you, yo, I love you. I love you, but continue to keep your foot on the gas. I know a lot of us have a difference, and some of us do have the same accord. Let's continue to endure. Let's continue to be better. Let's seek better, and let's be willing to actually learn the truth and be retaught slowly but surely. It's your brother Dar Gabar, Lord willing, with an edifying lesson. Shalom. If I could do it, you could do it. If you could do it, I damn sure could do it.